the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound limit, and he's got a reach of 188 centimeters. And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford. It's the Pac-Man, 8-division world champion. Should I name him? All the talking has been... You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter shot. Well, there's no business like show business, and this is the most unique play anyone will ever see in this theater, mano a mano.
You're getting everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Say no mas. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store. And there's the bell for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Then step back for just a moment. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You are fighting the Swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. That uppercut doesn't land. The straight right just misses. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A straight right just misses. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it.
Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut just missed. Nice job getting that punch through. Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so...
And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got stand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Good counter punching. It's bombs away. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. The straight right just misses. Insane action. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different? This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch caught him clean. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Boxing back together.
Round 7, here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
The jab doesn't quite connect. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good one. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can't score with that uppercut. How about that time counter shot? You'd like to see more jabs. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The courage on display here is incredible. And he misses with the left uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.